Retrospective will delve into the TV episodes of the over 100 parodies Mr. F created as a Lucky Ron tribute. Hosted by Higher Than Voltage, myself as Mr. F and Dave will take a glimpse into the episodes, music, and creative process that came up with their release,
while adding some good old-fashioned R-rated banter. Plus, Higher Than Voltage will play a few songs along the way. Come join us on the adventure. You never know who's going to make a cameo or what we're going to do next.
Yaha. Growing up, I never really did like the hottest girl in those TV episodes. It was always the girl with quirkiness, personality, things like that. Gilligan's Island, Marianne, Facts of Life, Joe, Quinn, and Scandal, stuff like that. TV shows seem to think you can only have one of those characters in the entire series, and I think, truthfully, you can have a whole cast of them. I know I'd watch. Think of if they had like a superhero team called the Geek Team. Hey, it's a step up from Captain Planet. Anyways, one could be an environmental scientist, one could be an IT specialist. And of course, we need a medical doctor. But perhaps there'd be an astronaut, too. I think they would fight crime, but keep sustainability in mind as well. A good 21st century superhero team. Versus, mass destruction, which Marvel is completely obsessed with.
So perhaps not as a destructive force as Jan Smithers, the actress who portrayed Bailey Quarters on WKRP in Cincinnati. Her background was actually more of a model, and I think you can actually see that inner character as well. Comes across as being a little quiet, a little uncomfortable, kind of quirky, and you can kind of see that reflected in the character of Bailey Quarters herself, and that's your thing.
Well, I guess that brings me back to the actual clue, which was about Bailey in the first place. The clue was, I don't listen to the radio, but I've at least watched one on TV. Granted, I was really listening to Bailey. So we've got my friend's comments up here on the screen, and we can see Jerry and Vanessa's comments, and we'll get to Sean's comments later.
Party of 5? Where the fuck did that come from?
Well, Vanessa started doing this thing where she started making jokes about her guesses as if it was her way of not knowing the answer, but still keeping a dialogue going, which I love, by the way.
I thought it was some kind of personal insult to you.
Well, you don't know what she says behind my back. I don't know what she says behind my back either, right? But I know at least she tries to tell me to party of 5, whatever the fuck that means, Vanessa. But the best part about her whole thing was her ha 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 ja 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 ha ha ha, which, by the way, I thought was some Arabic type of insult or some type of terrorist attack. I even tried to Google it, but I couldn't find a ha ha ja ha ja ha ha. But the Google translator did decide that I was not even speaking Arabic, which means something. She's got some other foreign language going on. And then what the fuck is about this ha ha shit? You trying to take me on? You want to go, Vanessa? Is that what this is about? Because I don't know. Your little laughs are not making me happy. I guess the one consolation, Vanessa, is that she actually is able to use the 5 thing, which is actually quite clever, because I think she was giving me that as a clue, because I always call Vanessa V, and, the Roman numeral is V5, right? So I think there's some connection there. You're pretty smart there, Vanessa. But as you can tell, Vanessa, I thought it was funny. Funny with an exclamation mark. I think that's how funny it was.
WKRP in Cincinnati. Chris got it.
Yeah, he did.
Who's Chris?
We don't call him Chris. We call him Jerry.
Fair.
He's a regular at the lab.
Oh, okay.
Part of the whole Lucky Ron community.
And what a vast community it is.
Why the fuck does he put an exclamation mark at the end? I think he's trying to challenge us. I think he's actually trying to cause some shit here.
It's on them.
Exactly. Higher Than Voltage has got your back, Jerry. I mean, we're on your back. And my comment about the radio isn't true anymore, is it, Dave?
No, in fact, you've recently started listening to the radio again because there's this great new station in town called 101.7 Rebel FM.
Woot woot. We encourage you all to check it out. And we're only partially trying to plug them so that they give us some tickets, maybe? Now that we've addressed our sponsorship, how about we re-immerse ourselves into the Facebook community, aka our friends? Specifically on this 48 song, I gotta call out Sean and Vanessa. And I do mean literally. I'm gonna call them up this Saturday morning when they have no clue they're gonna get called. And I'm gonna complete an on-the-spot interview. It's gonna be crazy. What do you think, Dave?
I think it can't possibly fail.
True. But the best part is we're going to talk about the contributions and what it meant to me and the community at large. This should be fun. Now to Vanessa. On V. Fuck I hate Give me a call when you get a chance. Woo!
I'm ready for my interview. Yes, sometimes using the clues and sometimes just the random Tourette's that come out of my head, yes.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, it was great. It was wonderful. I'm like, yes, very close, Vanessa, but had nothing to do with it at all. Oh, Party of Five, eh? Bailey. I do know who you reference. When there were multiple guys in the TV shows, were you ever attracted to that geeky, spunky, etc. type guy, or more the expected hunk?
Between those two choices, usually neither. I always went for the badass. I went for the guy who was consistently getting in trouble, never the good choice.
So you have a type then?
I did too. Yeah.
See, because I always prefer the one with the personality, like the references that I gave previously were like, Quinn in Scandal or Joe in Facts of Life.
In Party of Five, for sure, I was more a fan of whoever Julia was dating, because usually they were the wrong guy for her. And they had their own, they were usually smart guys, but just, broken past, lots of anger.
Douchebags.
Personality, but
Douchebags.
destructive. And I guess that's just kind of because maybe I sort of see myself as a bit destructive. Or did, anyway, back then when I was 15.
But then you gave me this ha ha ha, ja ja ha ha ha. What Arabic language do you speak?
I speak a very, very ancient form of Farsi that can only be understood by former Jehovah's Witnesses.
Ouch! That's an inside one.
And
Wow, that's an inside one. It hurt me.
We're going real.
That's, yeah.
I love you so much.
Sure you do.
So, I know you love guessing, but, how did it make you feel to get the song wrong? Was that a big crushing moment, or were you like, I don't give a shit?
Yeah, every time it was incorrect. Obviously, my outer space answers that clearly had no bearing. That was just because I'm a bit silly. But the ones that I got wrong, I don't like getting them wrong. And so there was a moment of, jaw clenching. And then whatever, and then it was over. But no, I don't like getting things wrong. So, and then when someone would get it right, I think maybe Adam Scully pulled a few of those on me. And there was a bit of bitterness, and then I let it go.
Because it's like, really? Scully got it? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. And that'd be fine if it was, someone I don't know, or if it was, I think Michelle got one once, and it's Michelle, right? She's fabulous. But it's Scully, and Scully is my heartfelt rival. So, no, Scully can't win. I must pound Scully into submission.
Oh, Scully's going to be tagged for this one for sure.
There are just shows that I don't know. I think there was one for a French show called Passepartout, and that one stuck in my head because I never watched French shows as a kid, so shows that I didn't.
We were all traumatized by that one as kids, so yeah, I can understand.
We really were.
I can understand why that one stuck.
I think there was an easy one that I didn't get for the Saved by the Bell or Log Driver's Waltz or something. But no, Passepartout 6 in my head because I'd never heard of it. And once it was posted, I literally was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah, that was our initial response when we watched it as kids too.
So I would say that clue. That one came out of left Frenchfield.
Nice.
What was the hardest clue that you can recall that you came up with? Like, what was the hardest one to sort of create mastermind?
Oh, that's a good question, Mr. F. That's a very valid question.
Clues are my they're my nemesis because it's not it's like a riddle as opposed to creativity, right?
Yeah, it's called Google.
Well, and by the way, that was part of it. I like a lot of the people would Google stuff, and that would take part of the fun away, right? The things that I try to do is playing on words and playing on people's knowledge of the shows, and I could, for example, with this WKRP in Cincinnati example, could have talked about flying turkeys. But that would have been, in my viewpoint, too easy.
That's a dead giveaway.
But I'll be honest, some days when I was like, I can't come up with a good clue, I would do something as simplistic as that, just to get it off and into the circulation. Just because it's actually a challenge to come with, because it's trying to be a riddle, but sometimes it's about the characters, but otherwise it's tough, like I said, to come up with the clues. I think that was the thing that I enjoyed actually the least, truthfully.
Oh. Well, so maybe what you enjoyed the best was when people got the clue. Like, was it sort of the end game that was the best for you? I noticed how I've turned this interview around, and now I'm asking you questions.
That's totally fine.
That's fine.
To me, it was creating the songs. It wasn't about the riddles. Made me feel like there was an audience listening. That was great, right? But the creative process, that the whole reason why I was doing it in the first place is because I need to create. That's partly why I had the band, right? To create music, to create stuff, and it was just another avenue, if you will, to get that out. But the reason why it was also stressful, like I said, is because I had to do these clue things, and I didn't have to. It was just because I'm a very unique individual, and when I sort of come up with a structure and a process, I'm just going to keep on doing that and until I think it needs to be improved, right? So I don't like taking things away, and it was I love doing it sometimes because clues could come out and it would feel natural, right? But a lot of the time, like I said, it was like after I've already created this song, so a lot of my energy and creativity, if you will, juices were maybe not flowing as much because I just spent all that time creating already a song for that day, right? And I think it's sort of like a cup, right? It's like you've got a certain amount to give out, but it's hard to get anything more out of that rock, if you will, once you're done.
Yeah, and I gotta follow this guy. That's the cross-eyed
One thing
bear.
I will tell you is that every week that a new show or movie was revealed through your clues, I started watching a lot of those old shows. Like, it kind of, it's names that you haven't heard in a dog's age, and all of a sudden it's like, holy crap, Log Driver's Wall. I need to pull that up right now and take a look at it, because it was just, it's such a, piece of animated Canadiana, and I went right to it. So, quite frankly, thank you for unearthing all of these gems, because I would say 75% of the time I would go back to my favorite episode, or I would pull it up and take a look, and, it's a lot of that stuff was so good, and it's so much better than a lot of crap that is out here today. There's lots of good stuff out today, but it's just you can't beat the classics, right?
And you can't beat that nostalgia, right? And that's the thing for even myself. A lot of it was just like I forgot how much. I was pretty sheltered, right, for my upbringing, but a lot of it was actually, for me, it was sort of like I got these escapes where I got to see clippets of stuff that I wasn't necessarily allowed to see, or stuff that made me ask more questions that I wasn't supposed to be asking, right? So it allowed me to see things from a different perspective, but it also had me part of a disconnection, which is why I tried to explore any of these things that people told me about, because a lot of the parts I didn't know and I didn't really know. And even when I referenced, like you're saying, Pascal too, was like just of my upbringing because I grew up in Quebec, right? And that's sort of, those unique things that are sort of different from our cultures and stuff. And I think that's part of the stuff that I started to realize is like, we're all very localized and we're all different, right? And the thing is that when we get into these creative spaces where we're trying to share stuff that's trying to be like a community or something that we all sort of align and agree to, that's quite challenging. And that's why the whole thing was an experience from that perspective, because different people came back and commented on different things that I didn't think they would have ever actually reviewed in the first place, right? Just because it resonated with them on a certain level, right?
Absolutely.
All right, well, I've got one more question for you, Vanessa. What do you want to promote?
With respect to everything we've talked about today and what's important to me, there's so many things that are important to me, but what I'm thinking about right now when we talk about all these riddles and all these jingles and songs that really have just been an ode to Lucky and his shows the laugh, I'm very happy that we have this localized community, as you put it, that can go to this place that feels like home and sit or stand or dance or drink or eat and watch this guy who sort of transcends performance to me, because every song he sings, and I'll admit that right now I'm more passionate about his songs about loneliness and being lonesome and being sad, because that kind of hits me on a deeper level than all of his drinking and foot stomping and all those hoot and hollering songs. When I go there, and how I feel when I go there when I'm with all of you guys, is just a sense of belonging, a sense of community, and also just feelings that, for me personally, I that's really important to me is the power of music and a performer to make you feel all of these things that, all these emotions and feelings that maybe you don't necessarily access enough. And the fact that Lucky can sort of transcend into this persona that pulls those emotions right out of you. Anybody can sing a song, you know, whether they're a good singer or a good musician or not. But to actually to pull those emotions out of someone else, you know that's what he's feeling when he sings those songs. So all of these jingles and songs that you wrote in terms of an ode to Lucky and the laugh, the important thing to me is that it's there, it's available, and we have these moments where we can sort of feel, we can feel, like, you know, that's what music does. It just brings those feelings out, and Lucky does that so well. And if you look around the bar when he's singing Lonesome Blues, the people that are invested, none of them are smiling and cheering and drinking. They're all doe-eyed, staring at him or staring at the ground, because he's just sent that emotion that he's playing right into our hearts. And you can feel it and you can see it. And, you know, I'm really happy that we have this person and this place and this community and people like you who all kind of come back and tie us together. And I would say that's one of the most important things to me, is how music can make us feel and make us realize exactly who we are deep down, and we're not alone, because look at us, we're surrounded by all of these other people who are feeling the same way. So it's important to me that we have this community, and that we're able to sit there and feel how we feel.
We can cut that right out.
Songs feel good.
Ugh. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's all about that sense of community and family, and that's what sort of gets me to resonate and communicate the way I do, right? So.
Yeah, and you know, you'd said Gaelic football before, and that also, you know, is a source of family and feeling and connection for me. But, you know, in terms of what you've done the past couple of years and what these songs have done is just brought us together, all of us. And, you know, you're not doing the clues anymore. We're still talking about it, and, you know, every once in a while, it's just waiting for those clues. I don't know, it's something to look forward to, but it really was. It was really great.
And who knows? Nothing says that it won't come back in the future, right? So.
Exactly. Yeah.
Great. All right, well, thank you very much for your time, V. Your spirit is like a party of five. It's been crapless and piss-free interview. Time to hit the toilet. We wish you all the best on your road and look forward to when we can chat again with Lucky Ron and Kathy socializing in the background.
Hey, I want to see turkeys fly instead of hitting the ground like wet cement.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
We're calling them. We're going live with Sean.
Live with Sean. Love it.
It's ringing.
Come on, get up, you deadbeat.
It's fucking noon. Hello, Sean. How are you?
I'm well.
What have you been up to?
Stuff.
Fuck hi. How are you?
Sorry?
You are sorry. You're truly Canadian, aren't you?
I'm truly Canadian, yes. Maybe? Can I call you back?
Maybe if you've ever pondered where's the best place. I'm loving everything the Lucky Ron Show. Lucky Ron Show, shadows Lafayette. Got a need for laughing and more laughing. Song to song, ear to ear, a smile. Agree you belong when someone yells Big Joe. Just agree, you'll come back here in style. fucking right it was, right, Dave?
Absolutely.
I'd like to take this time to thank our guest, Vanessa, and of course, my co-host, Dave, but especially all of you who inspire me to create these monstrosities. Join us for our next episode where we continue our U.S. state tour, where our next stop brings us to the south, but solely in spirit. Join us as your laughter warms our hearts.
Shitheads. In line with our next discussion on strong women, our next TV series will focus on a woman who had words with Archie Bunker.
I think they would have to fight cream.
Cream? It's a new word you're coining?
Create new words all the time.
That's good.
I don't listen to TV, to radio. So we've got my friend's comments here up on the screen, and
Dale just had a stroke.
rolling. Join us as your laughter warms our hearts. Shitheads.
More words you're making up. It's a new insult. Shit shed.
Join us as your laughter warms our hearts. Shitheads again. Shitheads. I don't even say
You want
that.
me to say shithead? That'd be funny.
Sure, you say it.
Okay.
Join us as your laughter warms our hearts.
Shithead.
Heads.
Oh, sorry. Does it have to be? Okay, I'll say
There's
shitheads.
plural.
All right.
Shithead?
That was fine. That
Like
was
we
worth-
calling me a shithead?
that was blurred.
So you might be wondering why we've got white paper on our cans, and that's because we're not corporate sellouts. Well, we do like radio stations, so we do.
We truly do. We truly do. Specifically for me, a big shout out to my sister-in-law in Niagara, hits 97.7.
But we also like radio stations named Rebel 101.7.
In keeping with the WKRP theme, and being huge Expos fans, especially Mr. F over here, Tim Raines was recently inducted into the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. So we thought we'd dig out this gem of an episode as well from WKRP.
Thanks to Dave for coming up with this idea,
Yeah.
because there's many to choose from the WKRP in Cincinnati, a couple of seasons, right, to choose from.
Yeah.
So this one I think is going to be pretty special. So how do we
Absolutely.
get this started?
Let's do it. So the synopsis of the episode is the competition for WKRP, WPIG, WPIG, has challenged WKRP to a softball game.
Surprised it's actually like Nessman that's actually bringing this up. He doesn't look like the most sports-inclined individual.
He's got a pair down there. It's good to see. And I thought you'd also enjoy it because you play a lot of ball in the summer.
I do. I'm a big ball fan in all senses of the forms, because it's partly why I've got like that Expos bat up there, right?
Yeah,
Awesome.
no, it's impressive. Just in case you weren't sure what the fan Mr. F was. So basically, Les is trying to rally the troops to basically sacrifice a Saturday to play softball.
But Andy, they made me wager $200.
Obviously, Les is trying to defend the station's honor.
He bet $200.
$200, which in 1979 is roughly $300,000 by today's standards.
WPIG has a city league softball team. They're very good. Now, last year they
It's got a Bad News Bears feel to it as well, which is one of my favorite baseball movies growing up as a kid.
You always want the underdog to
Always
win.
want
Like
the
that's
underdog.
always what I want.
Timmy Lucas in the outfield, my friend.
He told me he was a great,
And of course, Les,
great athlete too.
the Moose, as they call him. So Les gives this beautiful, heartfelt speech about the game of baseball. And of course, your buddy Bailey is just taken by it. And Jennifer seals the deal, and you'll see
Johnny,
why.
we have been challenged. So
Oh,
what?
challenge.
He challenged
I
it,
accepted the
Chief.
challenge. I
$200 too. Like that's a pretty big bet.
Back in the
It
day.
doesn't even matter for back in the day. Like that's just ballsy. Like
Yeah.
for somebody that actually has a team together, like if you know baseball, right? Like, come on, you know
Yeah,
baseball.
absolutely.
It's a complicated fucking sport.
Sure.
To have something put together and then have like somebody that's never even fucking played as a team.
Absolutely.
It is called a team, right? It's a team
It's a
sport.
team game.
And if you've got
It's a team
people that
concept.
don't know how to play something, like you say, I play in the summer on Sundays, and we've got people of varying skill levels.
It's all about fun.
And it's fun, but like we're not a team. We're just random people playing, and that's the reason why teams are usually having to be that cohesiveness. You need that, right?
Absolutely.
And I know they've got like that team orientation already because you're on the same radio station.
Yep, absolutely.
But like when that company that we both used to work for,
Who shall remain nameless?
we won't name for lots of
Future episodes, we're
purposes.
gonna bring it up, and we're gonna get so screwed.
But for previous places that I've worked, if you will, that we've worked at, they've had volleyball teams that they try to get together, and they're horrible. And it's not because like some of the people don't have skill. It's just once again, they're not really a team, if you will.
That was a fun weekend. It's a shame that company.
What about you?
I don't think they do that anymore. I think it was quite expensive.
It wasn't even that expensive.
No, it's fun.
It was enjoyable for the employees. That's why they stopped.
So Les is giving his inspirational Lou Gehrig-like speech, and Bailey's obviously swayed,
too.
and Jennifer being the sweet person that she is. And here's what's gonna.
Wear my new red shirt.
Yeah, you play.
Oh, she's going to wear her red shorts. I think this is the one that she shows the most skin that I've seen.
This
in
is
the entire
the one that I can definitely easily recall. Yeah, I remember.
Like that was actually, this is actually really well put together from a type of episode perspective.
Yeah.
To me, I think it was really clever how, when you see this whole thing go through, of what they end up succeeding. You know, like it's
do.
the way they do it as well,
They
and Lonnie does help a lot in that.
She does
aspect.
well, and not in the way you would think either.
Not either, no.
But it was effective. It was effective. And I just love again that Timmy Lucas, Les Nessman is the worst player on earth, and he makes this outstanding, well, not an outstanding catch for the last out of the game, but I get ahead of myself.
It's not like we're really spoiling it because
No,
this-
I'm sure people have seen this episode.
Yeah, this has been
ad
around
nauseam.
for a while, and if you haven't seen it, well, it's good to be reacquainted with us, giving you a little heads up. But
Absolutely.
just because you got W Pig in there doesn't mean they're going to be successful, right?
Yeah, but at first glance, and obviously they're very fluid. And of course, Andy Travis is the only guy I know who would wake up and say, "What do I play softball in?" Oh yeah, my tight ass jeans and my tank top and my big fucking hair.
Hey, may I have your attention, everyone, please? Everyone, please.
So Les
listen to
Nessman
me.
assumes because he's the
Please help out.
sports expert, if you will, because he does the news.
He knows the theory of the sport.
He knows nothing.
Would you please call everyone together?
So he's going to be the pitcher, basically, and he's awful, as one would assume. And there's Lonnie Anderson in her shorts.
I'm
Good
sports
choice.
director of KRP, so naturally I'm the coach. In addition to that, I'll be
He'll be the
pitching
starting
today.
pitcher.
What? Now please listen carefully. This is a 7-inning game. Slow pitch and no stealing.
That's
Now,
not
Bailey,
even
you'll lead us in
softball.
a
It's not
team
even
prayer.
T-ball.
That's softball where I play, though.
Oh, you can do 7 innings too?
Because
And no
you're the most
stealing?
wholesome.
No stealing.
No any tag-ups?
Well, you're pitching to your team who is where.
Oh, okay, so you play that was, okay, that's how I used to play it.
But I also seen another way where actually they have to get it up to past 6 feet high, and they have to hit this, not the plate, but they've got like this rectangle that they actually put out,
okay.
and that actually is really, really good because I think that actually, I always don't like the idea that you're pitching to your own team. I don't like that idea.
No, I don't. So Andy Travis, first batter, grounds out, easy play.
As expected.
The other interesting aspect of this episode is the appearance of Bucky Dornstrom. So Bucky is the tech guy who actually only appears in, I think, 2 or 3 episodes. This is one of them. So Bucky ends up getting completely wasted. It's actually quite funny. Herb Tarlick now batting second. Would you go with that, Roach?
I would
put-
not.
Herb's a
would
number
not be
8, number 9 guy in my opinion. He just grounds out. Nessman will strike out.
He'd be 9. Like,
Jeez, take a pitch, brother. God. What are you swinging at? Okay, so PIG's up to bat.
how many walks he gives up.
Yeah, there's some pitch that the ball doesn't even make it to. And we've all been there. There's Bailey. I'll pause him. John Fever's got his lawn chair. Yeah, didn't quite make it. So Travis is going to call in the infield.
Look. What's the matter? Hold it down. No, Les, why don't you try third base for a
Try
change?
not to
Then
hurt
let's
his
drop you a
feelings. I
base.
like
No, I'm the pitcher. I pitch.
Look, let's try third base. No, I'm not
Oh yeah,
gonna
put
do
him
it.
on the hot corner.
Hot corner.
Pete Rose plays third.
That's true. Pete Rose did play third. Bet against the other team, but he did play third. Sorry, Pete.
I like how Bailey is.
And yeah, speaking of Cooperstown, I don't think Pete Rose is getting in anytime soon. So Carlson's now pitching,
see
and
that?
he
That was
gets
a butterfly.
absolutely straight into left field. There's an error at short. So Lonnie Anderson is...
That's an error.
That's an error. Venus is diving all over the place.
Those are still low numbers.
In two innings, they put up 7 runs.
Those are still low numbers.
For the softball you and I are accustomed to, yes.
Like even the baseball.
That's a shitty inning.
But these people. This is a real team.
Oh yeah.
You can tell, right?
So Carlson's getting tattooed. Nesman thinks that guy tried to kill him.
Andy, that guy tried to kill me. Yeah. Hey, Les, how about trying to play first base?
That's my favorite position.
First base.
You just gotta catch. I don't have much of an arm, obviously. Never did.
Pete Rose played.
He might have. They're trying to make him feel better.
He did not.
I don't recall him playing first. I'm not a true baseball historian or statistician. Anybody chime in there on the comments. But Bailey makes a nice little play, and Les Nesman is nowhere to be found, so that's 2 errors on the, I think 1 on the throw. And, yeah.
There's many great ball players that played right field. Now there's Clemente, Aaron, who are they?
I never liked the outfield.
Never mind. And this is so embarrassing. I'm the station's sports expert. This makes me look so bad. Now promise me you won't move me again. Oh, now look, you just stand.
Always got that coveted Silver Sow Award and the Buckeye News Hawk Award. Les, don't feel too bad.
I like how he's supposed to be the coach, right?
Yes.
But Travis is really the coach.
Travis has always been the coach on the show. So Les Nesman is having these traumatic childhood memories of having to learn the violin. And he brings it up earlier. And it sounds like he wasn't too very good at that.
Release it right at the last minute.
So apparently Johnny Fever's a softball expert. The guy's done virtually nothing.
I'm going to play first base.
So Jennifer's providing a note. Yeah. Yeah, it all comes together. Yeah, there you go.
It's like it's very distracting. It doesn't even matter that.
Oh, right here. Get it here. Okay,
There's some inspirational.
Yeah, I know that. I know. It's my eyes. Get out of your glasses. It's going to be all right. Now listen.
I also noticed they're wearing Cincinnati red hats as well, which is kind of...
Well, they do gotta represent.
They do, yeah.
Like I said, I've never been to Cincinnati. I'm a big ball fan. I've been to Cleveland. Cincinnati is like what, an hour and a half away? So
Something
like
like that. Good for you for going to Cleveland.
My mother was right.
Cleveland rolls.
Cleveland does roll. Not if you're a Jays fan.
They're not here today.
No, apparently not.
No.
So Les is now kind of... Carlson's swinging at everything.
But it is important that he got struck out. You know, like because Johnny Fever is all about the fever.
And this is brilliant. He steps into it, makes it appear as though he was beamed by the pitch. And Venus comes in to embellish that.
Destroyed him. Did you see how much that looked like it hurt? Those softballs are soft.
Oh, but I know, and that there was nothing on that. And Bailey Quarters, there's Dornstern pissed out of
She
his
looped
mind.
it out.
Good swing. So now the bases, I believe, are loaded for Venus.
Venus looks like he's a ball player.
And he
Like,
mentioned it that he did play a little ball in this episode. Oh, he wouldn't swing at anything that high, but he
that was
got
a
it.
good. That was a. I don't know. Go home. Go home. Oh,
So
Lonnie.
yeah, they're gonna walk her.
It's gonna be hard to pay attention.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. That would happen. Fair ball, by the way. And there goes the
Could
throw.
have easily have gone home.
Could have easily gone to well, he's third base. So Bucky Dornstern's had too much to drink. Down he goes. Easy fly. Travis with another nice swing. He's
Roped
good.
it. Herb actually got some.
Tarlick got
Oh
a
my
bad one.
goodness, he must be drunk too.
Well, that would come up in a later episode. Out to lunch. Herb, his drinking kind of gets the better of him.
Come on, lad.
And womp womp.
Did they actually have like serious conversations? In this?
They did, yeah. That was one of the more serious episodes.
Come on, left there.
I didn't realize because like Facts of Life and stuff like that. You knew that they were talking about.
There is some
important
pretty serious stuff going on. No, they do touch on a few things. There's the Who concert where unfortunately the people died. They wrote that into their Riverfront back in '79 or 1980.
That hit the ground.
What is he swinging at?
Why is he swinging?
Left. Good inning, huh? You got 5 runs.
That is a Well, again, for the ball we're accustomed to, no, that's not what it is. There's a nice
grab.
Nice grab short.
Oh, wow. Those gloves look garbage, though.
Defense.
Oh!
Oh!
He hasn't played a little ball. He's
I
played
think he's
a lot.
played a lot. Bailey with a nice snag. And no, 3 up, 3 down.
Zeros now. That's
To
a
the
big
sixth.
change. The big's changing. The tides are turning.
Oh,
Oh,
there's a grounder. Tarlick pops it out. Bailey swings a bad one.
shout.
Oh yeah, and then there's this little scene here with WP. It's coming out. Oh, nice catch, Bucky.
He is drunk.
He's got a beer going. You ever play with a beer in your hand?
I have.
You
I
always get
have, but
surprised.
like, I usually don't. But on our Sunday games, there's a lot of beers going
I'm
out
sure.
there. Yeah.
I'm sure.
You don't want to miss the recital, do you?
He doesn't want to miss the recycle.
Yes, and he's having this horrible, traumatic.
Hey, Les, we're up back.
Come back, Les. Come back.
All back to
folks,
normal.
now this is the situation. This is our last time at bat. The score is 9-6. Now we need at least 3 runs or the game is over. Jennifer, you're up first.
His voice has changed.
Yeah, this is a guy that's clearly trying to avoid any copyright problems. So everybody sounds like they've taken helium, basically.
Concentrate, Dennis.
Come on, Dennis. Yeah, so they're gonna, so Jennifer is obviously gonna get on base. There you go, wasn't even close.
It's funny. You think they would just put the girl pitcher in, or maybe she would get distracted too? Is that?
They say that there are girls on this team, and I have not seen one
Oh,
yet.
there's one on third.
Oh, was? Okay.
Oh yeah, she's got it.
So
she's
Bucky's looking like what I assume you look like after 6 innings.
Okay, I'll come talk to you.
Oh, Bucky, there you go. Oh, and look at that, goes through for a base hit.
Hi.
And, okay, who's up?
Come on, Dave.
Travis. Oh!
Oh, he gets
That was
through.
a potential double play there. Trollick with the white belt and all. I love it.
I'm surprised that they've got so
Oh,
much
he popped
baseball gear.
Popped it up.
That's all right, Herb. It's all right.
It's an infield fly. It would have been called out anyway.
See, that's the thing. Softball does not have those rules. There are so many rules that you know in baseball, like
I do.
thousands, right?
Yeah.
But all those rules don't exist in
It
softball.
sounds like I ruined softball for a lot of people if I was behind the plate calling it.
It may not be your best.
That's a foul tip.
One more out. One more
Okay, so here's what the guy does.
Was that 3 pitches though?
I only saw that.
Was that high enough? Like, we have a rule that it has to go at least 10 feet in the air before it's...
That looked a little low to me.
That's right. But everyone's got different rules,
So
right?
just to be a jerk, what the station manager's going to do, he's going to call everybody, because he's so convinced that Carlson's going to strike out.
I think your car stinks.
So he takes everybody off the field.
I think you stink, Callahan. You got that?
And of course, Carlson's going off on Callahan. So he brings everybody in.
What's he doing? Strikeout king is up.
So yeah,
Game
he's
is
so
over.
convinced he's going to strike out.
Looks like he's calling in the outfield and the infield. Huh? Yeah. It's all yours, Moose.
It's kind of bad sportsmanship, though,
Hey.
in my opinion.
Hey, come on, Callahan. What are you doing? I'm giving you guys a break. What do you want? Hey, ball. All right, Dave. All right.
That is really cocky.
That's arrogant. Arrogance at its finest.
And that's why the end conclusion is, what do they deserve? What coach would do that?
Especially with the bases loaded.
Oh, with $200 on the line?
I think he does get ahead 0-2.
It's true.
Look at the look on his face of, oh jeez, it's a little outside
Look at
his
that
own.
gut,
Yeah.
Hold it up.
I know I've got a gut
Well,
too,
you
but
know,
like,
we're all recovering from Christmas and whatnot. Holidays, my apologies.
Look, man, why don't
So
you
there's a little
think about
tete-a-tete
that?
in this.
Why? Because I don't want the game to end.
Doesn't
like
want
this.
it.
No, this is not fun anymore.
Come
It's
on,
never
it's just a
fun.
game.
Besides, if he hits the ball, just hits it, you could win.
Hey, ball.
So if I'm not mistaken, Carlson does get a hold of it and does his best Babe Ruth walking around the bases. Is it Babe Ruth that walked around the bases? I can't remember. And sure enough, there's a hit.
get everybody to
Everyone's
run
back
for it.
onto the field. 1 run will score.
2 runs.
There's
Can't
Bucky.
believe he actually
Bucky
made
made
it.
it. Yeah. There's Travis. Carlson's gonna enjoy this, as he says.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
if I'm not mistaken. There's a very close play at the plate. And yes, they're still struggling in the outfield. Close play. I should hope so. Yeah, and there's
Grand Slam. I always thought that would be a great way to win any game.
inside
Right?
the park Grand Slam, absolutely. So at this point, KRP does have the lead.
Are you sure?
I believe they get 2 quick outs, and then Nessman has a ball.
Doesn't take
Right to
advantage
him.
of the Lonnie advantage. Like, I
No,
don't know. That was
no.
not a good managing decision either.
Absolutely not. So Nessman's mortified that the ball's going to be hit to him.
He's not hearing that music anymore, though.
And he's not hearing that music anymore.
And why is he wearing a scarf?
Because he's Venus. He was just very flamboyant that way. Covering. Oh dear. I always loved Venus when he dressed as Santa Claus for the Christmas. That was awesome. That was style. So you got a left-handed batter, of course. Where's last play? He was in right field.
Don't hit it to me.
Don't hit it to me.
Oh, please.
I've been on those games where I've
Numbers
seen that
say-
person in right field and you're like, yeah.
Numbers say it's coming right at you. If he's gonna bad pitch to swing at there. He's got the bow tie too. That's kind of.
Of course, that's
Cranks it.
Oh, that was crank too. Yeah. That's what I was expecting. The recital music.
And everyone's like, no. Yes, Mr. F. Good call.
And it is a team effort.
So yeah,
This is what team's all about, right?
Absolutely.
Sometimes it's the weakest link, you think?
Why me?
So he's all over this. I have no idea how he stays on
It's going in
this.
circles. It's hilarious.
Never had this. Just sticks the glove up. Wait for it.
Blind grab.
Wait for it. And then the banjos kick in for some reason.
Banjo music is just successful music, I assume.
I guess so. Or they like Deliverance. I don't know. So Les Nessman has this nice moment. Again, reminiscent of Timmy Lucas if you've ever seen the Bad News Bears. And oh dear, well, you viewers can't see that.
My finest moment.
Your finest moment is catching a fly ball in a pickup softball game.
They are 11, 12.
I feel
You won
better.
$200.
That's true, they did.
That's
I guess
great.
did they split it up or
You made the bet.
you made
I'd
the
say
bet? I
not.
don't know. All right. Well, there you have it, folks. The baseball episode, WKRP.